Have you ever felt like you're in a battle, but the opponent is you? It's that ongoing struggle between what you want now and what you want most. There is one side of you that wants to wake up early, eat healthy, work out, accomplish great things, but there is also another side of you that wants to hit snooze, eat the entire box of chocolate, skip the workout, and binge watch Netflix. We've all been there. And the battle between present you and future you is actually at the heart of why most of us struggle to achieve what we truly want in life. Today, I'm going to show you why this battle exists, what science has to say about it, and most importantly, how to finally start winning. I remember the time when this battle was super intense for me. I had a lot of anxiety. I had a full-time job, and deep down, I knew that there is more to life. I felt like that's not my place anymore. And future me was disciplined, motivated. I would ideally wake up earlier than usual so I can figure out what I'm going to do in the future. But instead, honestly, present me was in survival mode. I could not wake up early. I would just continue on and on in the same activities every day, continuing on the mouse wheel. And I would tell myself that I will start tomorrow. Does this sound familiar? It's that feeling when you know exactly what you should be doing, but for some reason you don't. And guilt builds up because every time you choose not to take action, it feels like you're letting down the future you. So, what's actually going on here? The struggle has a lot to do with something we call gratification. Instant versus delayed gratification. It's a concept that has been around forever, but it has been famously studied in the experiment, the marshmallow experiment, where children were offered marshmallows, either one marshmallow that they can eat immediately, or if they can wait a few minutes, then they would get 2 marshmallows. Which one would you have been? I would have been the one that ate the marshmallow right as I got it. That's what I did for Christmas. We would get bags of sweets from my parents' factory, and I would eat all the best sweets from that bag the the day I got them because I didn't want to wait. Basically, it's the same thing we are facing every day. We choose between what we want now, what will bring instant pleasure, and what we know will pay off in the long run. And it turns out that people that hold off for the thing that will get a reward in the future are usually the ones that succeed in life. Easier said than done, right? Well, don't be fast in blaming yourself. I invite you to stop doing that. It's not you. We are all wired the same way. Our brains are thousands of years old and they are built for instant gratifications. Back then, our concern was to get out of the cave, find food, eat it, and get warm, find the safe place to sleep, and that's it. We didn't have a long-term planning. Just like my cat, he lives in the present moment. He doesn't care about delayed gratification. He would eat the entire box of treats, which he did, and he vomited because I left it out by accident. James Clear talks about this concept in his book, the most popular book, which I delayed reading because I thought it is overhyped, but it isn't. The book is called Atomic Habits. This is a gem. He describes how our ongoing actions are influenced by a subtle, ongoing conflict between present you and future you. Present you wants instant comfort, pleasure right now. He wants to watch Netflix, stay in the comfort zone, and conserve energy. Future you wants bigger rewards, wants to achieve things, wants health, success, happiness. But future you only exists in your mind, so it's a concept and it's an unfair battle. Present you is living right there, and future you doesn't even have someone to represent them. It's just something that exists in your head. It's easy to ignore the needs of someone that isn't there. This is why we so often end up procrastinating, binge watching, choosing unhealthy foods, is because present you is wired to think short term. There have been also studies that we often underestimate the dangers of long term actions and we overestimate the dangers of short term actions. For example, we get paranoid about a plane crashing or someone robbing us in our house because we are alone. But on the other hand, we underestimate the effects of unhealthy eating, smoking, silent drifting, of cutting slack every day, if you know what I mean. Clear suggests that the way to vote every single day for future you is to build a system of habits. Each small action we take becomes a vote towards the future self. I choose to eat healthy today. I'm making my life better in the future. So it's not about achieving everything right now. It's about creating a system that makes winning this battle easier. Think about it this way. Every small action that you take, no matter how tiny, makes it easier for future you to succeed. 1% improvement compounds over time, that at the end of the year you would be 38 times better. How did they calculate that? I only liked math until I finished 8th grade. So habits are the secret weapon that makes it possible to be on future you's team, even when present you would rather stay in bed. And it all starts with our identity and with the decision. Identity is something fluid, and I invite you to take responsibility and take ownership for who you are and choose who you would like to be. And they give an example with two people that are giving up smoking. They are both offered a cigar, a cigarette. And one of them says, "No, thank you, I'm trying to give up smoking." And the other one says, "No, thank you, I'm not a smoker." Which one do you think that will succeed? How do we actually make it easier to win this battle? 1. Make it small and easy. Future you wants big achievements, has great plans, but present you cannot handle. A quick transformation is too much to handle at once. It's like an iceberg. You can't melt it all at once. It takes time to melt. So the recommendation here is to make it as easy as possible, in a way so easy that you can't possibly refuse it. And try to fit it in 2 minutes to begin with. So my intention at the beginning of this year is to start reading more. But if I would have planned to read a book one day, I'm exaggerating now, it would have been too much. No, start with 2 minutes and as much as you can do in those 2 minutes, and then skip to something else. I would like to tidy up my place not this one. This is the apartment in Romania, the one in Switzerland. And I plan to start organizing and tidying up 2 minutes each day and see how it goes. So start small. If you want to be healthier, start with a glass of water each morning. Small steps, one bit at a time. Stack new habits on top of an existing one. In the book Atomic Habits, this is called habits stacking. There are different ways to look at it. If there already exists a habit or you have a guilty pleasure, you can also do that. For example, if you want to tidy up the place, but you would also like to watch Selling Sunset, I used to watch until it got too much drama oriented. So tidy up, and then at the same time, you can watch your guilty pleasure. If you would like to read more before bed, you can leave the book next to your pillow. Then make it a habit after you change in your pajamas. Read for 2 minutes, and also try to help yourself with the environment. Place the item that will remind you of your new habit, where you can find it easy and you are reminded that you are on the right path. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait until you get your PhD or when you win the gold medal to celebrate. No, celebrate every small win. That I read 10 pages today, that you chose a healthy meal over an unhealthy one, that I got a haircut. The way that I like to do this, I write, usually at the end of the day, I will write 3 wins in my journal. Small, simple things that I did, maybe from the outside, but for me are a win. They give me this boost of confidence and they build up my morale. And it's also very satisfying to write the things that I have done well during that day. Let's be honest, there will be days when you will fall off track. Step 1, don't blame yourself. It's absolutely normal. And as I mentioned, it's all about your identity. And studies show that slacking off once doesn't have any impact. It's when you let it slide 2 times, 3 times, you let it snowball and drift away. That's when it has an impact. So if once you decided to take a day off, that's fine. Write it as a win that you give that time to yourself for self-care and get back on track as soon as you can. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. And it means we don't have to transform overnight. We don't have to be perfect. We just need to start acting in the right direction, one step at a time. Imagine who you could be if present you would start voting for future you. Your future is shaped by the choices you make now. And what we have always is right now. So why not just start with one small habit today? This video doesn't mean anything unless you take action. So I invite you to write down below what is one habit that you plan on implementing in your life starting now. If this video resonated with you, please consider subscribing. Remember, the journey to a better life doesn't start tomorrow. It starts with one small step today. Time is precious. Thank you so much for spending it with me. I wish you a wonderful day and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.